And we're back here at the GSL. Code S, we just saw an insanely epic PvZ with Hero being the victor.
Yeah, I love to watch Hero play so much. He's so creative. He's so great as the game gets longer and longer and longer. I mean, you can't kill him. Doesn't matter if you're far ahead. Like, Leenock had a great opening. He stopped all the harassment. Everything went well for Leenock. And then the most crucial thing was Hero moving out on the map and actually canceling off 2 of the expansions of Leenock. If he hadn't done that, I think Leenock takes that game. That was a crucial moment, followed up by the sickest harassment you're ever going to see in PvZ.
You know, it's also really interesting because I thought a lot about that game on the break. Leenock wanted to go 4-base and turtle up to get the high. So what he did was he made a ton of spine crawlers because he has to defend in 2 locations. The moment that Hero identified that there was just a ridiculous amount of spine crawlers, he said, all right, well, spine crawlers can't attack my base. I'll put some pressure, make some fake void rays go out, but meanwhile, I'll just take the entire bottom side of the map.
Yeah, and
that's how he had the capital to make an army that was that perfect.
When you have dedicated drops killing off drones, killing off tech, causing these problems for Zerg, they can't really be across the map killing off your bases, and that's a lot of the theory behind it as well. So I love it. It's great play, but can he take out MVP? Leenock is one thing, MVP is a complete another.
Well, I would be happy to see either of these 2 players move on.
Well, yeah. In fact, I think a lot of people think that these are the 2 that will move on because they're such Zerg killers, and the other 2 players in the group are Zerg. But we'll have to see, man. July already played a great series. So did Leenock. If he hadn't killed that Greater Spire, the game may have been different.
Absolutely.
Could have been. Ultras didn't work out. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. When I love that part in the last game where he kept warping in the row of Zealots in front of the Ultras. It's pretty cool. Blue Stalkers keep dealing damage. All right, we're here on Cloud Kingdom. I like that S in the middle. Because that's the kill grid. In the bottom left, we have one of the fan favorites actually here at the GSL. His ideas? Liquid Hero.
From TeamLiquid.net. If you
Yes.
haven't checked out that site, go ahead and do so. It's huge.
If you haven't checked that site out, I would be really surprised.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we won't tell anybody. In the upper right, the former best player in the world trying to reclaim his throne with another GSL championship. He is I am MVP.
Would that insta-reclaim it, do you think? Would we just be like, yeah, MVP is the best again?
Well, it's like hard to say nowadays because there's so many tournaments going on, but there's a period where it was very clear that DRG, like Marine King, a short period of time winning.
Yeah, so many.
Winning so many
DRG, I would say as well, parting, just sitting right up there. Oh, really nice guys.
We just did a picture with those guys from the Philippines.
Love the Philippines.
Yeah, me too.
It's one of my favorite places I've ever been on this earth. I've been a lot of places. All right, so MVP getting gas, but Heroes scouted that. Heroes going to be going for standard opening. We do see a lot of Nexus first here, and against that is a little bit late of a gate and a little bit late of a gas, but he scouted the gas of his opponent. He may have been wanting to go for a Nexus first, and then decided, well, he's going gas. Nexus first against gas. Like, what if it's a Forge Nexus, Forge fast expand? Then maybe he can kill me with like Hellions or Hellions plus a Medevac. If it's otherwise, maybe he can kill me with like a really quick Marine Marauder. It's hard to say, but this is a much safer way to approach playing against a Terran with the gas. Is what that ramble was just about.
Thank you, Artosis.
You're welcome.
All right, so previously in the round 10 of the Blizzard Cup, MVP did win over Hero. Fun fact, the more you know.
The more you know. You remember those commercials, right?
Sort of. And meanwhile, it looks like Hero is getting 2 gases, so he's going to be teching. Either that or he's faking a tech, and he's going to take him off gas.
Hero is unbeatable on Cloud Kingdom with 2 wins and 0 losses.
Is he the new Zerg Banjwa? This is actually a very cool build because it's going to look, from the Terran standpoint, or the Protoss, when he checks what the Terran's doing, because he saw the gas was taken, he's going to see the bunker, he's going to assume that it's going to be Cloaked Banshee.
Dude, there's an SCV in the bottom right and a probe going there as well. Ooh, look at this. The probe actually just scouted that. Okay, a second gateway on the way, and he has 2 gases. I was going to say for a moment, guys, distracted by that probe and SCV being in the same location kind of randomly. I was going to say that I thought it was going to be maybe a Void Ray rush, but instead, okay, 2 gate and then Robo. Interesting. Okay, so this looks like a build kind of, sort of like something that Nanoa used to do, where you have 2 gateways early on. It's this funny number of units. It's like a little special task force that doesn't allow Terran to really expand.
Yeah, you
but
can also
with the Robo. I don't really know for sure what this is.
He could get some Stalkers and Sentries and some Immortals with an Observer and just go kill the depots. On the low ground. That's
what I was thinking. It might be something like that. That build has. It's had off and on popularity in the Korean server for like 3 to 4 months. So, MVP is going for a really quick 3 command center, but he's not being too greedy and going down his ramp yet, which is going to help him. Oh, okay. So, Blink, Stalker, Observer after Expand? Is that? No, he's adding 2 gates, so he's actually doing a 1 base all in. All right, kind of neat. His Blink Stalker micro is pretty out of control.
Well, what's funny about this is that this is not going to be good for MVP.
Yeah,
he's focused on winning this game like 20 minutes from now, and Hero is absolutely not interested in doing that. And little to his knowledge, okay, now he could have a pretty good idea of everything.
Oh,
to possibly see.
He knows exactly what's going on. We're going to see him put up a lot of bunkers now, most likely. What you want against this is having Stim, Marauders, and Marines in your base. For Hero, though, something that's really going to work out for him, even though MVP now knows what's going on, is the fact that 3 depots are sitting on the edges of MVP's base. So MVP's going to have to sink a ton of minerals into actually...
Is he actually going to expand as well? Or is that probe that the expansion actually...
you know what? He got scanned. Why wouldn't he? I think that's a good idea to actually expand.
Okay, so he's going to ditch the all-in.
Yeah, I mean, he has the 4 gates, and he wanted to for sure. And in fact, he is still warping in a lot of Stalkers.
I don't know.
It's a very interesting and weird game right now. The Observer sees, in fact, there are 3 command centers.
He might just be faking it, like coming out with some Stalkers because he knows that MVP knows that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And he's just going to expand and, go into a normal game, and maybe MVP will, over Turtle.
Well, we're going to see exactly his plan in 1 second. Okay, it is going to be a Nexus because his warping cooldown was ending. He's just going to harass as he can with his Stalkers and Observer. Realize that MVP was not being greedy enough. If MVP had been being really greedy, like if he was down his ramp as well, Hero might have been able to get something done. Hero, though, I love that he's backing out of it. That's just, as you said, Tasteless, that's a sign of a good player. He's backing out of a strategy that is
so many other players are like, well, I don't know, just want to go do it anyways. Right? I have to. I'm a dumb nerd.
Well, there's 2 of those 3 depots that are on the edge of the base.
And he's supply blocked.
Yeah, that's very annoying for MVP. Now, don't forget, he does have 3 orbitals, so he can drop supplies if he wants. And actually, I think that'd be a great choice.
Great point.
Because Hero might keep him in his base for a long time, so dropping mules actually only gains you a slight mineral advantage against actually dropping supplies, believe it or not. And dropping supplies is better for long term, while mules are better for short term. So when this is already looking like a slightly quicker game, I'd love to see him actually start dropping a few supplies in the back. Of course, the only thing is if they do die later on, then it's a huge blow to you. So,
does the HP change on a depot supply drop on it?
It'd be really cool.
Occurred to me, I've never actually.
No, because that was my idea when StarCraft II was released. I was like, dude, people are going to think they're going to break my wall, and I'm going to drop supply on it.
That would be an interesting little thing for Blizzard to incorporate.
Yeah.
I
think, would it become too good, though?
Well, I don't know.
Because I think it's already...
Granted, mules are already
It's like the
pretty
most
good.
underused thing that I think has unbelievable potential. I think in the future we're going to see it a lot more. But anyways, that aside...
all right, at this point in time, all he wants to do is keep force fielding this. Oh, no, he's going to ditch it.
Well, as medevacs pop out, if
Yeah,
you're still out there, you're in so much trouble.
Right.
And, I mean, he pretty much knows the timing of everything. He scouted the base, and in fact, medevacs are popping out, like, right now. So he ran away at exactly the right moment, basically. And now you can just kind of walk around with his Blink Stalkers, because Blink Stalkers can't really be caught as long as they have a Blink sitting around.
Yeah.
So this game is looking really good right now. It looks like it definitely can go very late.
See? Just as Artosis said.
You can always get away. Hero
The
is...
Stalker who got away.
The Stalkers.
I said, don't get on that plane, Stalker.
Oh man, he actually got to be careful there.
Yeah, that was...
Brought up the 2 Stalkers without Blink cooldown, and will lose one of them because of that. That was just a slight miss micro by
a little bit
Hero.
greedy.
Yeah. And he'll get out of there. All right, so right now, pretty even game overall. Hero does have a Colossus, so should not actually be in too much trouble anywhere. MVP.
Protoss armor is almost done, by the way.
Very helpful, indeed. We have no upgrades for MVP yet. He's just going mass Marine Marauder medevac at the moment.
Ooh, very nice.
Uh-oh. That Colossus is dealing a ton of damage right now to everything.
Oh, nice.
Sick blink up, anticipating the pickup by the medevac and picking off with units in it. Greatly done by Hero there. Hero looking really strong, Tasteless. Could this guy make the round of 8? I think, yeah. Pretty sure at this point.
He's really impressing me. Even these very simple things like carving up a Marine army with just the right number, so that you can always basically win the battle. He's doing that so well.
Yeah. Well, right now we're just going to see a lot of gateways going up. Hero is taking his 3rd. MVP as well. But MVP's main is almost mined out because remember he was dropping 3 mules at a time for a while there. That's really going to eat up your patches oh so quickly. But that means that he doesn't have to build too many more SCVs this game. Well, actually, yeah, he does. He only has 39.
Oh, wow. He's really low on SCVs. I'm surprised.
Well, it makes sense. You know, he was using mules for his economy as opposed to SCVs so that you could make a lot of units on one base so that he would not die to Hero's build, / could come down the ramp against Hero's build. So it was a good allocation of his resources in that way.
Yeah, well said, well said. Psy Storm on the way. Can't believe Hero's actually going to do that. And, all right. Pylon going down now. And at this point in time, I got to say, Hero's looking really good. MVP is ahead in supply, though, by a considerable amount.
Yeah, one thing I do have to say I don't like about MVP's position is he had to start his Vikings very early, and he only has 2 medevacs right now. So that's going to be an issue with battling Hero long-term, as that medevac energy does run out. Psystorm almost done. Plus attack upgrade, +1, almost done as well.
But that's a smart Terran. He knows, okay, my army's been moving around. He's got to be surveying me. Scan myself. You kill a Protoss Observer, they're going to have to remake that or be in the dark for the game. And if they're making Observers, then they're not making Colossi.
And, dude, no one likes the dark except Incredible Miracles Boogeyman.
That's right.
I'm Boogeyman. All right, anyways, terrible joke. Here we go. Couple Colossus coming up. He has more than enough army to set this back. He just has to watch out for those Vikings. The Vikings having to come around to the other side. Very nicely done by Hero so far. He does have 7 High Templars right now, but only about 4 of them have energy, I believe.
Whoa!
Got to be careful if you look at that. Pulling back, realizing those force fields are not in good spots.
Now, he's really just trying to kill up the Colossi here. He needs to save those Colossi with the Stalkers. There are too many Vikings right now.
Indeed there are, but he's going to take most of them out. Only 2 left. Medevac's in production for MVP, realizing he's killed off all the Colossi. And there we go, charging with those Zealots forward. 1-1 upgrades against 0-0 right now. But Hero bringing up some more High Templars.
Landing the Vikings now, trying to keep the army separate. Nice dodge there. And actually, MVP's going to have to turn around. Really well done, Hero.
Yeah,
holding on with less supply and losing all his Colossi.
And, you know, he still has some High Templars left over. He has 7 right now, actually. And I love this. I was just going to mention that I would love to see him, since he killed off all those Vikings, to restart Colossus production.
Right.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's chronoing out of Colossus right now. Based upon his economy, one Robo Colossus is the right thing at the moment. If you had 4 bases, might be smart to add another Robo. But as is, everything looking really good. Adding a bunch of gates as well. He does have good map awareness of the upper right. Or upper left, rather, sorry. And, MVP, he's getting his medevac count back up, which is really nice. He's going to have 5 in a moment here. But he's going to have to go back into Vikings. He only has 2. And 2 is pretty useless against Colossi. It's going to take you all day to kill him.
Okay, nice. Sending some Zealots over here. This is how you start to teleport a Terran or a Zerg with Protoss. You start to split up their army. Sending the Zealots over there. Going to kill a few SCVs, but he interrupted the mining time.
It's a very worthwhile pursuit to do something like that. That's going to move his army around, like you said, Tasteless. And in fact, he just got to blink down and kill a ghost. And in fact, well, he killed a ghost and then lost some stuff. But that was almost really great for him. Almost.
Well, the idea was there.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to max out at roughly the same time. Now, watch, he's going to do it again. Send in the Zealots. They're going to take the damage.
Yeah, this time he has Psy Storms with him, Tasteless, so he's going to be able to nail those SCVs.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. MVP so quick.
Nice. Just melting. Actually, he's going to get the bunker. How funny is that?
Yeah, not just the bunker, he'll probably kill everything that's in it as well. But here comes a little attack. Going after this Colossus. Not enough defense on it, and it will, in fact, go down. And that Archon is actually kicking some ass right
this
now.
This actually might be the move that is going to pull
MVP is down by 30 supply tastes. He looks like he wants to do a counterattack. He realizes that he's spread too thin. And this is
all right, he's going to try to just attack with this.
Dude, he's so red and yellow right now. His units are just badly hurt. GG. That is that. Hero winning game 1 against MVP. Gigantic deal here. Could Hero
What's in that gum he's chewing?
Oh my god. They have caffeinated gum in Korea. I chew it sometimes.
Oh yeah, is that stuff good?
It doesn't taste good, really. It doesn't taste bad, but it's not like you don't chew it. They're like, wow, that's really
Whenever they have caffeinated gum in the States?
I don't know. But I never saw it if they did, because I would have been a fiend of it in StarCraft 1.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, maybe then he's chewing caffeinated gum.
Could be.
I mean, it would make more sense than drinking a coffee.
Well, it might.
You know?
Yeah, I like
Unless you got your coffee on one of those, like, college frat guy beer hats where they got the little tubes that go into your mouth.
You know what I do is I chug a cup of coffee right before, and then I fill up, those time-release gel capsules. I fill up like 30 of those with coffee and throw them in too, so that when the coffee's wearing off, I'm like,
your heart is like so pissed at you.
I don't actually do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. No.
I fill them with hot soaks.
No, he actually does that. I think Hero can win.
I know he can win. He's good enough to do it.
He really handled that situation well. It was pretty even. MVP trying to keep the pressure, saying, no 4th base for you, Hero. And Hero, staying back and turtling, just goes in there and storms, kills off the SCVs in the bunker.
His multitasking is so godly.
Yeah.
The fact that he's winning games just by sending Zealots around. He just sends Zealots around, keeps a good amount of splash damage and a good defensive position so no one can punish him for spending units all over the map all the time.
Yeah.
What a great theory. What a great execution. What a great Protoss.
All right. Can Hero once again take down the Game Genie Terran? We always joke that because usually when MVP plays, we don't get as many shots of him in game. His mouth is open, so he's like a baleen whale. Catch nerd krill.
You know what he needs though? It's not working as much for him anymore. He needs to grow one of those lights on his head like a lanternfish. To lure nerds in. They're like, what's this bright light? And they're like, can I eat that? It's like, nerd, you don't eat bright light. What is wrong with you? And
you a moth
then they walk
nerd?
over, and then he gets the nerd.